Welcome to my video, and before we start today I just want to introduce you guys to my baby hair. The situation right here, and she wouldn't go down. But yeah, so everyone, baby hair, everyone. Have put a headband now, so it's not that bad, but today I have a collated haul video for you, and it's basically everything that I've purchased in the last, I would say, 3 weeks. And we'll start off with probably the order of our application. So first we'll start off with foundations that I picked up. The first one is this new Bobbi brown one. This is the Skin Longwear Fluid Foundation SPF 20, and so this is advertised to be a mattifying foundation, and I got the shade in N012 Porcelain. As I mentioned, I've actually used this quite a few times already just to see how it is, and my initial impression or my overall review is this is definitely for someone who has very moisturized skin. So you do need to prep your skin quite well, or you wear this in the summertime. And also on my pores as well, it doesn't sit that well, so I'll try this again in the summertime when my skin is a lot more balanced. Another foundation that I picked up and I've been really liking is this new Givenchy one. This is the Givenchy Teint Contour Everwear foundation, and it is 24-hour wear and comfort, SPF 20 as well, PA++. And this one I got in the shade N98, and it's a neutral shade again. And this one I really like. It has that really nice balance between moisturizing but not too moisturizing. And this one on the face is incredibly comfortable. It's really thin, but at the same time, if you're going through that drier season, or if your skin is on that drier side, this foundation also works for you. It's on the skin, it sits beautifully, and it still gives that little bit of luminous glow, like what you see right now on my cheeks. I didn't powder that much on my cheeks, so that luminosity is this foundation. And also with this foundation, it sits on the pores so well. I just need to like apply it with my fingers and just blend it a few times, and basically my pores will disappear on my nose. So I've been really liking this foundation, and also this foundation does not oxidize. That's another thing about this foundation, but I've been really enjoying it. Along with the base items, I actually received this little one, and it's the Cover FX Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne treatment. And I've been really enjoying this one just on my nose area because I tend to get oily there. And I've been really enjoying it because it's actually something that keeps my oil at bay on my nose area. It's just this like clear gel. And I've been applying the tiniest amount. This little sample will probably last me a long time, but I've been really enjoying this one as well. This is turning into a mini review video because I did use these items quite a few times already, and the next items for base is these concealers. These are the McGrath Fetish Sublime concealers. I got 2 of them because I initially got this one thinking that it could be like a good overall concealer, but it's a tad dark. This is L4 and this one is in L2. That's the swatch of these two. The top one is L2, the bottom one is L4. So I've been using L2 on my under eyes and L4 just all of the face hyperpigmentation concealer, and also shadow concealer as well. So what I've been really liking about this concealer is the lighter one under my eyes, it does not crease. Like, this is my perfect best under eye concealer that I've ever used. And I'm just amazed on how this concealer performs. Like, even though I'm on the iffy side, like this concealer doesn't have any skincare benefits, but I just love how it's just for the under eyes. For this concealer as well, I also picked up the powder, which is this one. This is the shade in Light. And for this powder as well, it's super airy. Like, basically you put your brush on it. I'll pick up my brush and you guys can see. You put your brush in there and like, it flies around. It's such a light powder, and it just sets the concealer under the eyes so well. Because we are in the winter time, I've been getting into a lot of my cream blushes, and a new one that I picked up is this one by ILIA. This is the ILIA Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment, and the shade I got is Before Today. So you guys can see from the packaging already, this is a very cool shade. I'm using this blush today. It's a really beautiful blush, and also on the lips it's not drying as well. It's kind of like one of those liquid lipstick textures on the lips. It's the color of it blended. And this cream, again, it's a really nice cream blush. It's super easy to blend on the cheeks, and you only need the tiniest amount like that on each cheeks, and it blends out to this beautiful, really nice flush of color on the cheeks. This color, as I said, is really cool, so I don't recommend it on the lips because I've applied it on the lips once and it basically makes me look like death. So this color is definitely on the cheeks. I'll probably try out another color on the lips, but I've been really liking this formula just as like an overall cheeks pick me up. And also there's a little bit of sweetness sense to this, which is nice. Something new that I've been eyeing are these BECCA new highlighters. They're the Ignite highlighters, liquified light highlighter, and this one is actually in a limited edition shade called Love. And the finish of this one actually is very similar to Fenty's How Many Carats, that really like sparkly one, because the texture of this is really sparkly too. Also with these BECCA highlighters, there is a scent to them. It's like a tropical holiday scent, so it is a little bit strong for my liking, but for the finish I still really like it. For the BECCA highlighters, before this one I actually picked up another shade which is in their regular range, and this shade is called this shade is called Acceptance. The words are so small under here I can never tell which one's the shade name, but this one is more of a metallic finish. This is definitely more on the metallic side. You guys can see with it blended out, it's like this blinding highlight. Really pretty. Another cheek I picked up is this Surratt blush, and this is actually like a contour shade, and the shade is called Grisaille. I don't have much of an impression on this because I've only used this probably just once, but this is the shade. It's like a matte shade. It's really hard to describe, but there it is on my finger. But I was hoping this could be like a contour shade for my nose area or just on the side of the cheeks, but I'm not 100% sure yet. The next two items are really exciting and I just flashed you guys, but it's the new Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and matte eyeshadow. The bronzer I got is in the fairest shade, which is called Fair Pale. This is what it looks like. And again, I've used it a few times and I'll describe this like as a warm bronzer shade. There's no sparkles or glitters in here, but it's incredibly smooth. It's like such a soft powder and it's huge. Of course I need to get this Desert Haze eyeshadow, and this is what it looks like inside. The powder, again, it's ultra soft and it's super easy to blend. Used this just once and I'm a little bit hooked. That's the shades on my hand, and I'll do a little swatch on my hand here. So gorgeous. And I've been really into matte eyeshadows. You guys will see I actually have quite a collection going on right now for mattes, because I think we're all staying at home right now, and I think the kind of shadow that really suits me is matte eyeshadows, because I do have that puffy hooded eyelids. So if I put too much sparkles on there, it accentuates the puffiness. So mattes obviously, you know, make it go down and make it look more contoured. So I've been really liking the matte eyeshadow look. As we're talking about eyeshadows and collections, I've also got the Chantecaille Hummingbird eyeshadow and also one of their lipsticks. And the eyeshadow quad I got is in the shade Cool. I believe you can still get this from Mecca. I saw it back in stock, but inside is Cool here. And the most interesting shade has to be this one. In the pan, it looks like a pink shade, but swatched, it has a really interesting reflection. Beautiful. The Lip Chic shade I got is in Honeysuckle, and it's basically like a nude My Lips But Better shade. Let's hop on to eyeshadows, and as I mentioned before, I've been obsessed with matte eyeshadows. So we'll start, and these first ones are from Pat McGrath, and they're the Pat McGrath single eyeshadows. And the shades I got is in their matte range. The first one is in Statuesque. This one is called Burnished Honey, and the darkest one is called Deep Velvet. I only received Burnished Honey and Deep Velvet today, so I didn't try these yet. But for Statuesque, I've been using it for quite a few times, and I've been really loving the texture, hence why I picked up the other two. But the texture of these, again, it's really smooth, easy to blend out, and this shade just on its own, it's a really nice shadow creating effect and just a really great overall blending eyeshadow. Another single eyeshadow I picked up is from Dior. This is the Dior Show Mono, and the shade is called 583 Animal. And it's basically this dark taupe elephant shade. Another few cream eyeshadows I got are these new YSL cream eyeshadows, and they're called the Full Matte Shadows, and I got a few shade 4 here. They're the swatches, and from here, this one is number 3, number 4, number 8, and number 9. And you guys can see these are really nice cream eyeshadows, incredibly smooth, and there's a little bit of sparkle in the number 4 shade, which is the nude one, but it actually looks really nice on the lids, because when you have a nude shade you don't want it to be completely matte, hence why there's a little bit of sparkle in here, and it dries to like a matte finish. It's still a bit like finally shiny right now. I'm really bad at focusing my camera, I'm really sorry you guys, but you guys can see there's still a little bit of reflection, but they do dry down to a complete matte. It's really comfortable on the lids, but these are a cream formula, so if you do layer these shades, you can feel them on the lids. They're super long wearing, and the colors you guys can see, it's really pigmented, easy to blend out, and really nice to create like different looks with these eyeshadows because the colors are so diverse. I believe there is like a really vibrant blue in this range as well, so it's definitely like a range to check out if you guys just want like a one shadow throw on shade, just blend it with a brush. These eyeshadows are really nice. Another single eyeshadow I picked up is from MAC, and I'm a little like on the fence about this one, only because the color wasn't what I had pictured in my mind. I was thinking something more like on the mauvey, but still had that taupey side. But this one you guys can see is just like a complete pink. It still had that muted aspect of it, but it's just a pink. I think it'll sit much better as a blush. The last eyeshadows I got is these ones. They're the Makeup Forever customizable eyeshadows, and they're the matte eyeshadows, so everything starts with M. I'll type down the name of them below or beside these shades, but I've got these shades because I've been really wanting to create a natural look. These shades are so muted and natural, and on the hand they almost look like they can blend into each other, which is the purpose of these eyeshadows. Is I want something seamless on the eyes. Basically from these eyeshadows is I wanted to create a very nice seamless look, so it's just a matter of sweeping this all over the eyelid to create a really effortless but structured look on the eyes. Hence why I picked these up, and you guys can see these shades are extremely natural, and it leans on the, because of this shade, it leans on the cool side but not too cool. I would say a neutral shade, but I've been really loving this. This is what I have on the lids as well. You guys can't, like, you can barely tell I'm wearing makeup, and that's the kind of finish I'm looking for from these eyeshadows, because I want something just very natural, effortless, but still polished. Last items for the eyes are these gel eyeliners, and they're the Pat McGrath Prima Gel Eyeliners. I got 4 shades, and basically it's just the everyday wearable shades here. Black, which is called Extreme Black, Shade, which is like a taupey brown shade, and then there's a Blitz Brown, which is like a brown with a bit of golden shimmer in it, and Black Coffee, which is a matte brown. I've been really loving these gel eyeliners because they do not smudge on me. I do have oily eyelids and my eyelids are really hooded, so if they smudge just a little bit, you can definitely tell on my eyelid because there's like a little half circle on the top, and these does not smudge. I do need to set them with a powder eyeshadow, but for any of my cream eyeliners I need to set. These ones, they don't smudge after I set. A lot of the other ones I've tried, even after I set them, they create that little oval shape. These ones I absolutely love. They're really easy to glide on, and the pigmentation of these are really good as well. So I really recommend these for girls who are struggling to find a gel eyeliner that just doesn't stay put, because these ones will. The last few items are all lip items, and I'm going to talk about them really quickly because I've been talking to myself for about an hour and a half already and my camera is running out of battery. But this first one is the Guerlain lipstick. They're the new lipsticks. I believe they're like the sheer lipstick. The shade I got is in it's in the shade N255. And basically it's this red tint, red ruby tint. And of course you guys know I got this lipstick because of the new range of packaging that came out. This is the first one I got, but also I got two more because there's a pink one that's blinged out and there's a purple one that's blinged out too. I just can't pass them up. They're just so gorgeous. You guys can see I don't have any lipsticks to go with them, but seriously, the casing is just so beautiful. I think Guerlain has kind of monopolized in this like whole lipstick casing market because the lipsticks are just okay, I would say, but seriously, the packaging, the casing is just so gorgeous. Next one is the YSL. These are the matte stains, and this shade is a new shade called Nude Emblem number 16, and it's basically this really nice vibrant Your Lip But Better shade. My hand is a little bit stained right now, but that's the shade. It's absolutely gorgeous, and the formula is incredibly smooth. Also got this Rodin lipstick. I'm not sure if it is available anymore because I think it's a limited edition, but the shade is called Arencia Adore. And this one has a little bit of coral in here. I'll swatch it below the YSL. It's a beautiful vibrant coral shade. Pinky coral. And you guys know the formulation of Rodin is really nice. It's nourishing on the lips and the pigmentation, it's ultra high. Definitely packs a punch, but at the same time really comfortable on the lips. The final lip items are these. They're the new Givenchy La Rose Perfecto lip balms, and I got 3 of them because I absolutely love them. They're like lip conditioners but with color, and also what I love about them is the scent. They have this really nice luxurious skincare scent. You can definitely tell there's skincare benefits in here for your lips. And I got the shade 01, which is a clear. This 001 looks pink in the tube, but it's actually those lip balms that evolves or kind of mixes with the pH of your skin and transforms into this really gorgeous bright rosy glow on your lips. And this one is just a really nice My Lips But Better rosy shade. These are the swatches on my hand, and this is actually my second time filming this part of the video. So I initially had these on my hand before, and right now this part of my hand, it's so smooth and nourished. So I really love these lip balms, hence why I got 3. We've made it, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. So these are all of my haul items in the past few weeks. If you guys have any questions regarding any of the products, like an in-depth review or a comparison, please comment it down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll really appreciate it if you could hit the like button below and also subscribe as well. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, bye.